Alright, huge essay before we move on to the other huge essay. Okay? So what mobile game companies to avoid or be wary of, and why? Why is important. Okay? So we need to talk a little bit more in detail about this. Or this is a very important topic. Because when it comes to game companies to avoid, people are gonna say, oh, you should avoid Square Enix. Now why? You gotta give the context why. Okay, because they're EOS games. Or you should avoid Crunchyroll. Why? Because Princess Connect and I hate it. What else? What else? HoYoverse. Why? Because 50-50. 50-50. I hate 50-50. Alright, you gotta give the not me, but if you guys hate certain things, or there's an aspect that you dislike about game, you gotta tell people about it, okay? It's very important. It's very important. So what companies are we talking about here? So let me go first. I'm gonna say, for me, right, personally, Tencent because of Nikkei. I'm not gonna say Nexon because I know that some people are thinking of Nexon. I'm gonna say for me, surprisingly, it's not Crunchyroll. Surprisingly, it's not. I think Netmarble. I think I tried their games, and their games feel really, really pay to win. But I can't think of any specific one. But those that I played was Ni no Kuni Cross World and also 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. But then it could be just that 2 games, you know. But that's just my experience. I'm trying to think if there's any. NFT, Zalong Dong, man. So since Square Enix did just shut down a bunch of mobile game titles, including Dragon Quest Tactics, which I wish I played more because I love the Monster series. Not a fan of them adding actual human characters from main games into Tactics. I don't mind Crocodile from the Dai manga though. What should I avoid games by and why? Or even publishers for that matter. I kinda get the feeling at this rate that the only games on my iPad will eventually be either Apple Arcade games or HoYoverse stuff. Kinda related to Attack, but where the human characters far more powerful than any monsters from the Gacha. Were there human characters? Okay, this is for that specific. Blizzard because of Diablo Immortal. Netmarble is Korean or Chinese? Korean. That's a CEO that left and go to Smilegate, right? No way someone will say Nexon. Didn't I play Tower of God? I did. I did play Tower of God. And surprisingly, that one was way better. You know, that one was actually way better. It's more free-to-play friendly. I did play it for sponsorship reasons, right? I think the first 2 videos was sponsored. And then I just played it for like a couple more weeks. Don't you have phones? Another Hoyo ad in disguise. Another Hoyo ad. Hoyo advertisement. Netmarble. This guy agrees with me. Netmarble notorious for power creep and pay-to-win elements that make your progression feels pointless. Although their games themselves tend to be fairly high quality. King of Fighters All-Stars, 7 Deadly Sins, Ni no Kuni. I never played a King of Fighters All-Stars. Actually, I heard a lot of good things about this game. Because this game did a lot of collab, right? Good prediction. It's not prediction, it's my own preference. If I have to choose, Crunchyroll, I can see why people hate it because of Princess Connect, but it's just Princess Connect, right? Bandai Namco develops and shuts down games rapidly, sometimes with the same year, so they would get my personal vote as the worst. It's like they create the games with the intention to cash out early. Crunchyroll grabs anime IPs and publishes them in the West. They tend to add extra monetization and also shut down early. They also have a bad reputation. So here's the thing about Bandai Namco. I've played, I don't know if you guys know this, some of you guys might not know this. I used to play this game called, what is it called? My Hero Academia. Which one is it? I'm trying to find. This one. 2 years ago.
Hey, what is up, guys?
2 years ago.
Welcome back.
I played this game.
My Hero Ultra Impact video.
It's called.
So if you guys are not aware,
My Hero Ultra Impact.
Ultra Impact was released yesterday. I made a video of it, and actually, a lot of people are experiencing.
So is this GB game? Can you see? It's actually not bad.
And if you want
I like this game
the
actually.
game has a rerolling feature.
I like this game a lot. Back then when I played, it's actually pretty decent. The mid-anime. Okay, let's not argue about the anime. Now, I don't think the game is pay to win at all. I play this game, I don't think the game is pay to win. You can sweep and stuff. You can do a lot of things. Now, the reason why I stopped playing was not because of the pay to win. The reason why I stopped playing was because Bandai Namco, I don't know if you guys know this, so stupid, man. They are so stupid. To play their games, if you want to sync the device, you cannot use Google. You cannot use X.com. You cannot use Twitter. You cannot use Facebook. You have to use Bandai Namco account. That pisses me off. Okay? So you have to use Bandai Namco account. So I tried to use Bandai Namco account and I lost my account because of that. You know, that was one of the big issue back then, at least for me. So I think, why can't you just let people link your account or you know, use any other method, like any other normal method? Forever guest account? You either forever guest account or you have to make a Bandai Namco account, and I tried to make one and it's so, the website is, oh my god, it's so bad. It is so bad. And a lot of people have this, share the same sentiment about the Japanese people, how they like to do things is like very old school, and I can agree with that. Like, how do you not have Google? Come on. How do you not have Google? Bandai Namco Gundam game is really good quality, but predatory. Predatory. I agree that they tend to have very noticeable power creep, but in my opinion, if you're not someone who's pushing for rank 1 and just want to enjoy your time, Netmarble's games are absolutely worth it. Wow. Netmarble games are absolutely worth it, guys. You hear it here first on Reddit. So if you guys continue to be a hater in Netmarble, listen to this guy, alright? 7 Deadly Sins, for example, was actually quite generous with premium currency per month. Back when I played for the first 1.5 years, which easily let you keep up as long as you didn't chase every meta. So to all the Netmarble haters, what you got to say now, huh? What you got to say? -2. -2. Netmarble's high quality game can be enjoyed if you ignore all the power creep, which is hard to ignore, especially if it happens constantly again and again. King of Fighters All-Stars and Ni no Kuni Mobile can be played without spending a single dime, because they are very generous giving premium currency just by playing the game. Fair. That's also fair. Hidden Netmarble marketing. Let's see. I hate what is this? 7 Deadly Sins, Aniplex, not Crunchyroll. How about Nexon? Just gonna put this here. Ball Trend is one. They seem to only license games about to shut down. I bet they are buggy, poorly translated, and probably more grindy and pay to win than the Japanese version. Ooh. Marvel Future Fight is fun. I never played that. Is that game still there? I only know of Marvel Snap. Snap these nuts? I think Ball Train games no longer exist. The poor management of all the licenses they probably purchased probably sent them bankrupt. Okay. Ball Train seems to have stopped publishing stuff. Feels like the curtains to their gacha saga has ended. You only hear EOS games? I'm still mad about Disgaea RPG. Disgaea RPG. I see. Gumi. They shove global and paywall banners. Global Chain Chronicle, RIP. I still cry about Brave Frontier. Of course Crunchyroll has gotta be there. How do you not include Crunchyroll? Crunchyroll, number 1 to list down as the most hated gacha game company. Because the EOS, your favorite, Princess Connect. Okay? Even though the game wasn't doing bad. Me and my homies hate Crunchyroll. F you, Crunchyroll. Oh yeah, that was awful. Didn't even know Japanese either, so I can't play the JP server. Been wary of Crunchyroll ever since they started becoming more and more of a monopoly in the Western anime industry. Them locking nearly all their anime behind a paywall and then jacking up the prices was the first thing that soured my opinion on them. Wow. So we got to go to Netflix for anime now, Netmarble only lets get rich. What? That too on Picorin's birthday. I still hate them to this day for ruining one of my favorite game. Shut the F up. Princess Global was the second highest earning Princess Connect server there was. Quit talking out your ass because you can look up the monthly sensor tower like you have any idea about the actual situation. So he's responded to this guy who deleted his comment. Princess Connect Global was in the bottom 20% of the earnings for gacha games when it EOS. It was probably making a small profit. Crunchyroll saw how they were killing it with ripping off people with Street Fighter gacha and probably thought, why work hard for peanuts? There was also that one guy who posted in this Reddit a while ago claiming to have worked for Crunchyroll. And he said part of the decision to shut down Princess Connect was its server cost were 3 times more than the average. And they are blaming Cygames for this part. It also didn't help that we had 3 years of clairvoyance, so we knew who to pull and when to save, to the point I had like 4 times worth of free gems of sparks, 300 pulls by the time EOS happened. I can see why he's mad. If you have 300 pulls save up, and then the game EOS on you, of course you're mad. You got so much pulls save up, you're waiting for the next meta character, and then BAM! EOS. Destroyed. All 300 pulls gone. You save for 10 years? Never save so much, alright? Never save so much. That's a little bit too much. 300 pulls save up? Gone overnight. The irony thing is that we were just about to reach what was known as a limited banner spam. This probably would have eaten away at everyone's stash and get them to buy more. Unless the plug was pulled. Wow. Save but never got to pull? Of course. That's a lot of pulls, man. Imagine saving. This is why you save so much and then be like, I can see the saltiness. You save so much just for it to EOS. It was the second most profitable regional server, okay? It's funny how everyone, surely Crunchyroll wouldn't just kill a game, completely disregards the fact that they had to take down a vaulted games page because it was literally something like 8 out of 11 games published. All they do is license anime cash-ins and kill them ASAP, except this time, they made the idiotic mistake of failing to realize pre-con is the game first, not the show, and thus actually pissed people off this time. Wow. Yo, Crunchyroll White Knight. Okay, I love to see the discussion between the Crunchyroll White Knight and the Crunchyroll hater. Alright, let's see. So Crunchyroll White Knight has come out. They didn't mismanage it, although basically the effing Kumgush gacha game ideal. Keep the banners and the time frames, all the rewards even if you didn't hit the milestones they were celebrating. Early quality of life releases, no preemptive fixing of bug characters that made them perform better, etc. No one can really ever point out what Crunchyroll did wrong besides follow the JP faithfully. Even the whiny shit like GW cheating, Guild Wars I assume, was there in the JP version and people in the West just suck more. But expecting them to fix something JP didn't is a pretty wild ask. So why did he get minus 12? Why did the White Knight get minus 12? This is where Crunchyroll haters are surpassing the Crunchyroll defenders. There's Crunchyroll White Knight. Why not? Why can't you Crunchyroll White Knight, huh? The king of shit takes strikes again. Whoa, what? And I told you last time, this was brought up when they did wrong. They only put the bare minimum effort into it. They could and should have done an accelerated schedule, or mixed up the banner order, or started caught up to JP and did reruns of past events. But no, they were content to be 3 years behind and do nothing to catch up, because they only have to do a tiny bit of localization every couple of months. And because I already know what you say, because you say the same false crap every time, yes, all of us actual players would have preferred an accelerated schedule, etc., instead of an EOS. So stop making the same false bullshit claims every time. Crunchyroll absolutely mismanaged it. +9. Wow. He's speaking the truth and nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to accept the truth. Is that it? You think he's right? This is the truth? Huh. It's hard to say for sure. If Crunchyroll was mismanaging it, they did some accelerated schedule at first, but then I guess people complaining probably directly through their feedback and they dial it back later. -4, even though he provided some sort of proof, it looks like. I'm not going to click on the link, but okay, more as. Only the first banner was only 10 days instead of 15. Okay, that hardly constitutes as an accelerated schedule. And no, Crunchyroll didn't and still doesn't listen to community feedback. If they did, then all of the current games wouldn't be shit shows, and pre-con wouldn't have just EOS without warning. I love that you and your ilk try to shield for a known shit company though. You do know that they started out as a pirate site, and both before and for a while after they went legit, they were straight up stealing other groups' subtitles, right? You do know they went from hosting anime with ads to a subscription and later increased the price, right? You know they take a heavy cut of any of the merchandise people buy through them, right? You do know how they've managed pretty much every single one of their gachas, running them into a dirt and milking them and then just dropping them when the next cash grab comes along, right? If you seriously think Crunchyroll is anything but a shit company, you need to quit drinking the Kool-Aid. Wow. Wow, he's so mad! He's so mad in Reddit. Only in Reddit, people can be so angry at Crunchyroll. Wow. Right essay? Right essay, right? He's the pure Crunchyroll hater. He knows everything about Crunchyroll. What they did wrong, what they started out as a company, every single bad things about Crunchyroll. He knows. Wow. I like it. As a pure Crunchyroll hater, I support this. Unfamiliar name? Come to us as well. Come to us as well? Another gacha company. Okay. Used to be decent, so there's a game that mostly nobody knows. Baseball Superstar. It's not a good game, but we have a great community, most of us, with the game just because of having fun together. Suddenly, one day after maintenance, we log in and found out our players from Classic got heavily buffed. We thought that was intentionally and claimed all the rewards and use it gacha trainers. And then we developed players as usual, then suddenly every players we developed turned out almost on max rank. We realized it ain't right and contacted Discord mods. Nothing happened for a whole week. No emergency maintenance, and then suddenly after the next week, maintenance, most of us got banned for abusing or exploiting bugs. Although we were the ones found out and told them that lol. We asked for an unban, and they told us that they couldn't retrieve the same amount of rewards we gotten and used from achievements. We were wrong too, and unban mostly whales only. They could have rerolled the server. They did in the past, but chose not to for a whole week and banned half the player base instead. Most of us, even day one players. This is an extremely wild story. Soccer Spirit? Wait, is it Soccer Spirit? No, it's called Baseball Superstar. Game, come to us, not Gameville. Come to us. People really love Princess Connect? Yes, they do. Yes, they do, alright? Never trash talk Princess Connect. Never do that. Everybody's favorite game. Even under 2040, never do that. It will always live rent-free in their head. I remember they used to be called Gameville. Yeah, be wary of every one of them. Corporations are not your friends. I do agree with this statement. People seem to think like some companies are better than others. But you know what? They are all there to make money, you know? They are all there to make money. They're probably all there to just, take advantage of you in any way or form. Crunchyroll, Netmarble, NetEase. Run if you see these names. I'm not super familiar with NetEase. I don't think I've played any of their gachas. Huh. Since Crunchyroll is already at the top, I would say Nexon should be the second one that you should avoid. Avoid playing Nexon games. Okay? Yes, Blue Archive is successful and it's a hit, but I wouldn't trust my money on a company that scammed $500 million to rig the gacha rates for 10 years. Others are insanely greedy, saying I want your money to your face game, but they still can't top someone who did it at your bank. Nexon, it's time to rise up, guys. Where's the Nexon haters at? This guy don't have enough upwards, man. He needs more. He needs more upwards. Square Enix is one to avoid, very greedy and known to EOS, even well-performing games after 2 years or less. The humans tend to be the strongest. Ooh, Square Enix. Nexon, alright. Brave Frontier lasted 5 years. What happened to that game? That game is no longer there, right? I remember playing that game a bit. Brave Frontier. Firstly, Crunchyroll. Secondly, Netmarble, Bandai Namco, Square Enix. So no Nexon, okay. Good job, good job. So yeah, you keep hearing the same one. Crunchyroll, Nexon, Netmarble. I do see some NetEase. I don't see HoYoverse, which is good. I don't see Neowiz, which is Brown Dust 2, which is also good. I don't see Blue Pop. I guess Blue Pop is positive. Yostar is not there. Okay, Yostar everybody like, everybody loves. Lots of salty Princess Connect players. Damn. Nexon. They shut down Durango. What the heck is that? I haven't thought of Brave Frontier in a long time. It is a very old. Studio B-Side decided to exit from Nexon's grasp, and now B-Side both publish and develops Counterside instead. You can't blame Counterside on Nexon. It was doing far better before Nexon dropped them, not the other way around. Immediately after Counterside did the Curse collab and the Origins bullshit, and still haven't removed some of the pay-to-win features from it. Blue Archive seems to be doing well, probably thanks to Yoster. Huh. But Blue Archive though? Imagine having Blue Archive tracksuit Mari on your profile? -4, this is what you get. Blue Archive doing well doesn't mean Nexon is good. It could also be an exception. We need to see more of a Nexon to see if they have really changed. No one mentioned Gummy, maybe it's not that bad. MiHoYo! They are stingy and greedy as hell. Yostar is probably the safest publisher overall. HoYoverse is actually gigantic shit. They are greedy AF and they use FOMO ruthlessly. Do you guys agree? HoYoverse. FOMO. Why do they keep using FOMO in their games, huh? 3 pools, FOMO. You need to stop with this FOMO, alright? Doctor Ratio, FOMO. Just make it permanent. Just make it permanent. Why is it like you have to claim within certain time? FOMO every day. Crunchyroll after that One Punch Man mess. Nexon for anything that is a Blue Archive. Damn. FOMO in a gacha game, crazy. FOMO is everywhere, okay? You go to KFC, there's actually a FOMO. Right now there's a chicken going on. It's called the cheese sauce chicken. You know, every time there's always FOMO, okay? FOMO is always there, alright? It's always there. Starbucks probably have FOMO as well. It's a limited edition drink that you can get certain periods of the month. FOMO Momo. That's the life. That's the life of a gacha player, guys. FOMO.